Yeah, you're good. But I know like 10 kids who've committed suicide.
Right.
So it's one of the reasons I speak out on, because most of them were on staff or they couldn't get out.
Right.
So what would you say to kids that are thinking, well, John Travolta's in it, Tom Cruise is in it, I think I'll join staff? What would you say?
So, okay, this is very, very, very dear to my heart because, as I mentioned before, I went to film school.
Right.
And I got in here because I went to film school.
Right.
And now I am an actor. I'm doing acting now. I didn't back then.
Good.
I feel very nothing but sympathy for people who come out to Los Angeles with all these hopes and all these dreams, which is not a bad thing.
Right.
But then this city is so big that a lot of people get lost in the process of casting.
Right.
Or a lot of people don't have a grip on how you get into background acting first, or how you get into commercials first.
Right.
And how that will set you up for managers and agents. So the easiest thing to say to somebody is, here's a flyer to a seminar. Once you're done with the seminar, you're going to be 100% famous. We guarantee it 100% that you're going to be famous.
Do they say
because
that now?
They do.
Oh my
God. I got invited to these seminars, and they will say, we'll guarantee you success, we'll guarantee that you can get an agent, networking, everything. Doesn't matter what you're into, music, screenwriting, playwriting, directing, producing, it does not matter. They have an answer. So what I would say is, if you are young, because I was 22 when I joined.
Right, me too.
Exactly. If you're young and if you're around that age, let's say 18 to about 25,
right,
you have to set your own goals first, and you have to be yourself. Right. That's the number one thing. And I have an agent and I have a manager, and that's like the number one thing that anybody will tell you who has been around the business for 20 years or longer. It's not about Scientology's goals, it's about your goals, because you have to understand that.
But not for them.
That's what I'm saying. You can't do it for them.
No.
You can't. And there's no quick fix.
Right.
You could be the most handsome, most talented actor in the world.
Right.
It unfortunately doesn't mean you're going to garner success. But if you work at it and you work at yourself and you pick your roles well and you do act, and sometimes you have to do stuff for free, sometimes you have to do stuff that's not so great.
Right.
But it all leads to an end. It's a means to an end.
Right.
So I would just say, like, just know what you want. Know that you are sort of in charge of your own destiny, whatever you choose to do. And Scientology is going to get in the way of your goals. It's not going to help you flourish and prosper. It's going to help you succumb and, rot, basically.
Right.
So the best advice.
Well, go on.
The best advice is just work. Work hard if that's what you want to do in entertainment. But yeah, everybody has got to start somewhere. So don't feel that anything is beneath you. You're going to have to do background. You're going to have to do commercials. You're going to have to do some really crappy commercials, maybe for hemorrhoid cream. Do it.
Right.
Do it. You know what I mean?
Get going.
Just start there, you know?
And the other thing I want to say here, can you hold this? Because I want to say this because this is dear to my heart too. People come to LA and I meet them all the time. They want to be actors. They're going to be an actor, right? But the thing about Los Angeles is basically how it runs, the real truth of it, not what Scientology tells you, but the truth of it is that the top dogs say, hey, when you make it or you get some stuff going, come see us, then we'll be interested. But in the meantime, and Scientology doesn't help anybody. It costs money every single level of it. And don't get on staff. That's what I wanted to ask you, because they'll tell you join staff. This is their new thing now. They bought Chick Corea's studio, and now they have that as a separate thing where they're saying, oh no, you're going to be a dancer. When they're in the Sea Org, they're saying you're not really the Sea Org. You're going to be a dancer. They're not going to be dancers. So I want to hear how you feel about that.
I was heavily recruited. I never went to the Sea Org, but I was heavily recruited because of my background to go to Golden Era Productions, which is in Hammock, California, and all this nonsense, right? So you guys have been out there. I've never been there, but this is what happens. Whatever you are, they're going to tell you can be whatever you want to be or whatever you are in Scientology.
Right.
So if you want to be an actor,
you'll be better there.
And exactly. So if you want to be an actor, you will go and act in Scientology films. If you want to be a dancer, as you mentioned, you'll go and dance for in the Scientology community. If for any reason you're satisfied with acting in Scientology technical films, which is not the best acting you'll ever do, if you somehow know that that's what you're going to go for, it's not a great life. It's not a great career because you're in the Sea Org. So it's kind of hard to sort of say, but you will be basically taken, and you will be then made. You'll be doing things only for Scientologists.
Right, it's not
You're not
acting.
Gonna be
Admit it. Let's face it.
It's
they
not.
take
It's not
artists
acting.
and they turn them into slaves.
That's what they're going to do, exactly. So they're going to take you. They're going to take your hopes. They're going to take your dreams. They're going to take everything, and then they're just going to use you.
And then they make you wrong if you don't want to do it.
I know.
You try, but you got out.
Well, here's the thing. If you are someone that is very desperate, you don't have to be desperate. You just have to be confident.
Right.
And I know that confidence for me is a big thing. I have a lot of issues with confidence over my life. But the more and more that you do something and you can do it well, be confident in yourself.
Okay.
So you don't need the Scientologists to tell you, oh, you can be...
whatever you want to be.
Yeah. So for me, I would just say be careful because, again, if you're going in as an actor, they're going to get you into gold. You're going to be working 90-hour work weeks. And by the way, that's no guarantee that you're even going to be acting. They might stick you in HCO.
For sure.
And flag somewhere. Or
they don't know what HCO is maybe, so that's like ethics or
exactly.
some...
HCO, pardon me, is like, it's like basically you'll be doing administrative work.
Right.
So they're going to tell you, you can be an actor. Of course you're going to be acting.
Someday.
But you're going to be doing personnel administration work.
Right.
In some org, who knows where. You should be in Russia, of all places.
Right.
So again, there's no guarantee in the Sea Org. Take control of your own life, find out what you want to do, and then find good people that will help you achieve your goals.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right, I'm so glad you came.
Thank you.
All right.